Children, now in this fourth video, we are going to continue with the explanation of the poem Amanda and the message given by the poet. Now, children, look at these lines spoken by the mother. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. And from the world of imagination, Amanda is transported back to a real life when her mother sternly asks her if she has finished her homework or if she has cleaned and cleared a room. The mother rebukes Amanda for not having obeyed her when she asked her to clean her shoes. Here the stanza further emphasizes the authoritative tone of the mother while talking to Amanda and a strict behavior while handling the girl. You can just look at the literary devices used in this stanza. First one, they just say did you. These words have been repeated twice, so it is an anaphora. Now look at the word Amanda. It has been repeated thrice, so it is repetition. Look at these three lines. I am an orphan roaming the street. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden and the freedom is sweet. Here look at the words. Orphan means a child whose parents are dead. Hushed means quiet and still. Place pattern to make the pattern on the dust. Here Amanda is so much frustrated by the continuous nagging by her mother that she imagines herself to be an orphan, wandering about in the streets freely with no parent to scold her for walking in the dusty path. The shouting of the mother of Amanda makes the girl crave for the life of silence and liberty. Here look at the literary device that has been used here. That is, first look at the last line, the silence is golden. Here it means that silence is said to be glorious like golden color. Second one is the freedom is sweet. Freedom is said to be sweet in taste. So these are metaphors. Children, look at these lines. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you, Amanda? Here acne means pimples. As Amanda's mother handles her daughter sternly, always instructing and rebuking her. This stanza further reveals the behavior of the mother. She prohibits Amanda from eating chocolate because that may aggravate her acne, that will increase her acne. As Amanda, she was annoyed. She started looking at here and there. Then again her mother commands her to look at her when she is talking to her. Look at the literary devices that has been used in this stanza. Assonance, the use of vowel sound E and O in this line. Will you please O sound? Please E sound. Look O sound. Me E sound. When E sound. Speaking E sound. To O sound and you O sound. Next poetic device is repetition. Here Amanda word has been repeated thrice. Now look at these three lines. Again you will find these three lines are in bracket. So this is an imagination by Amanda. Here you can see Rapunzel, a girl in the fairy tales by Brothers Grimm. Tranquil means calm and quiet. Rare means uncommon. Amanda again escapes the world of imagination away from the real world. Again she went into the world of imagination where she is subjected to constant scolding by her parents. She has a strange fantasy that she is Rapunzel. She just imagined herself as a Rapunzel, young girl in a German fairy tale who was snatched away from her parents and locked in a tower by an evil witch. But Amanda feels that her life as Rapunzel will be full of peace. She thinks that unlike Rapunzel, She will not let her golden magical hair down to enable somebody to enter the tower. Moreover, she does not want anyone to interfere in her life by entering the tower with the help of her hair. Here, the poetic device that has been used is allusion, because this Rapunzel character has been taken from the German fairy tales. Now, look at this last stanza. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You're always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. Sulking means be in a bad mood. Nag means constantly harassing someone to do something. Again, now Amanda's mother not only rebukes her, but also she does not want people to think that she has been rebuked her. She is a commanding and strict tone, tells Amanda to stop sulking at once. And she thinks that her daughter Amanda is too much moody. By her sullen face, she will show people that her mother has scolded her. This indicates that the mother does not realize that she has been scolding Amanda and is conscious of what people think about her. Here the literary devices that has been used is alliteration. Stop sulking at once, Amanda. Here you can see S sound has been repeated. Repetition is also there, as Amanda name has been repeated thrice, and rhyme scheme is A, B, A. Children, here is a message from the poem Amanda, written by Robin Klein. Robin Klein wishes to convey that extreme parental restriction does not allow children to blossom fully and freely. The poem is about an adolescent girl, Amanda, who, like every child, feels that her freedom is curtailed. She feels her life is controlled by lots of do's and don'ts. She wants freedom from all restrictions. The poem indirectly emphasizes the need of a healthy bond between parents and children. Parents should understand the psychology of children, who in turn means children in turn should be respectful and responsible to their parents. Now here the explanation of the poem ends. I hope the poem is clear to everyone and you enjoyed doing this poem. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Thank you. Have a nice day.